I'm here with Becca Langmead, sophomore post on the SFU women's basketball team. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So, as our token newfie, everyone would like to know, what's the difference between Newfoundland and BC?
Ooh, the one difference or numerous differences?
Oh, numerous differences.
Okay, well, the food is a lot different. In Newfoundland, we have a more seafood-based, meal plan, I guess. I'm used to eating cod a lot. I'm used to having cod au gratin and fish and brews. Cod au gratin is my favorite cod meal, and it's it's basically just cod and cheese. It's just like you mash it up with like potatoes and you put cheese over it. It's so good. It's really good. It's good. But yeah, the food's different, and I think the people are somehow different. People here move a lot faster than they do in Newfoundland, and culture-wise, it's different. We talk differently than people do here, so yeah, those are a few differences.
What do you miss the most about Newfoundland?
Besides my family, I would say I live really close to the ocean at home, so I see the ocean, and the view is probably one of the things I miss the most.
So you played on a really competitive championship team in Newfoundland for your high school, Gonzaga. How was it playing in a smaller province compared to BC as like a larger province, and now in the NCAA? Like, how is that different for you?
Well, at home it's more like you play against everyone all the way up through. So you're constantly playing the same teams. You, the girls that I played against, I played for Gonzaga, so the girls that I played against in different schools, I had known them from junior high to high school, from some of them from elementary school. And then, of course, we get on provincial teams together and we play together, and you all know each other and you know how each other work. And you play against people that you've been on teams with, so you know their weaknesses and you know their strengths. But here I feel like it's a little more complicated because you don't get to know the person. You just get to know their skill level and their basketball side of them. So it's definitely different trying to play against people and not really having a good idea of who they are as a player and as a person and what makes them click.
Right. So it was a pretty small community in Newfoundland, right? So now that you're going into your second year, how was the first year in the NCAA for you?
It was definitely a challenge. The girls are much bigger than what I expected. It's a much faster pace than what I expected. But I had a lot of fun last year just learning the ropes, and I feel like this year because I know what I can do and I know what the NCAA is like, I can kind of bring that into my second year and hopefully do a better job than I did last year.
Speaking of ropes, this season for our conditioning we are doing a rope circuit. How do you feel about the rope circuit?
Ropes. Those are not fun. I'm pretty sure every time I run around I yell out, "This isn't fun," or "This sucks."
I heard that today.
Yeah, this sucks. But I don't like them because they suck, but I really like them because I can totally tell a difference between when I first started and now, and you can see how everybody is really pushing through and running faster and working harder on those 20-second, 30-second time sprints, and it's just exciting because it's something that can totally be measured, and you can totally see how you're pushing yourself and how you feel after every one. And I also kind of like them because it never gets easy. It's not the type of thing like sometimes, especially with weights, you're lifting and then, okay, well, this weight's easy, and you keep doing it, and then you have to go up, and it still kind of doesn't really push you. But after every practice, I almost die. It's hard. It's definitely people have broken down and cried and thrown up, but I think it's pushed us. I think it'll be good.
Going from freshman to sophomore, how do you feel your role has changed on the team, and how are you supporting the rookies this year?
Good question. I think it's a lot more important now for me to be more vocal, to be trying to be more supportive of the rookies and just making sure that you're telling them good job, and because I know as a rookie last year, it was definitely great to see people pushing you and making sure that you're doing what you need to do and be where you need to be. And I think it's important as a second year to make sure that the rookies know what to do and aren't freaking out, and they have their head on straight and they're that they're going to be okay. So.
Yeah, I found it kind of interesting because last year in your rookie year, your mentor was Nayo.
Yeah.
And she said to you, you don't need a mentor, like, you're fine.
Exact words, I think, were, Becca's an independent woman. She does not need someone to tell her what to do.
So I was just interested to know, like, how you were going to, not necessarily be different, but give the
I think that Niall
idea.
was a good mentor in the way that, Niall isn't necessarily the most vocal person that you'll ever meet, but definitely in the sense that she works hard and she's competitive and she plays hard, so you get that from her, and you're able to pick up that from her. But I do think it's important to make sure that you're telling the person, you know, what they need to do and making sure they're all right and talking to them, just being their friend, really.
Yeah. So what are your goals for this coming season?
My goals. Well, in comparison to last year, I feel like I need to step up my rebounding ability. I feel like I need to be on the boards all the time. I think that I need to make sure that I'm playing smarter, always thinking of what's the next play, of where the ball's going to go, because that's the most important thing for rebounding position, is knowing the next step. So I'm really going to focus on rebounding, and I'm really going to focus on trying to be, like, the first post back to the floor, like, keep running, just, like, keep working hard, and hopefully get a few blocks in each game.
Yeah? Do you have a specific number of blocks that you want in every game?
I want to get 4, because last year my average was 3, I think, so I want to get 4.
In the league you were, like, second or third in highest in blocks, so maybe
awesome.
That first position
First position. Yeah.
Okay, and just one last question. Every time you study history, you say how hot it is, so why is it so hot?
Because, that's awesome. Oh, great. Okay, so I just get really excited about history. Like, when I read, like, I could sit down for hours and just read history. Like, I think in the last 2 days I've spent, like, 14 hours just, like, sitting down reading. And it just gets really exciting, and I just get really excited about it. And then I always, like, yell in your room. I'm like, Alex, guess what happened on this date? And you're like, I don't care.
History is awesome!
And I'm like, it's so awesome!
Well, thank you for having Becca Langmead, and please check out our other interviews on our website.